Jay.
What's going on, man?
What's good? I see you got the Starbucks, man. So you Hollywood today. Huh?
Trying to get my energy up.
Huh? No, you're supposed to do the corner store joint. The poppy still called.
Couldn't make it. I was closer to the Bucks.
Word on the street, you a suburban dude now, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, you county bull.
I deserve it. I'm old as shit. I'm trying to get there.
So wait, you Greggy with the robe, the slip that's going out to get the paper. You Mr. Hackett?
I ain't reached that yet.
You ain't reached the Mr. Hackett stage.
I'm still going outside with the wife beater on.
Oh yeah. On your Cali shit?
Yeah.
Teofimo Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
Dominates Josh Taylor.
You think so?
Yeah, bro.
Domination?
Okay, so from 8 to 12. Well, I'm sorry, from 4 or 5 to 12. He's picking him apart.
Yeah, he was landing some good shit. It's a good fight.
Go ahead, give it to me.
The first 6 was close. Honestly, I gave the first 3 rounds to Josh Taylor. The last, I gave 4, 5, and 6 to Teo. So at the 7th round, I'm like, yo, this joint close as shit. I couldn't tell which way it was gonna go, and I had to watch the fight like 2.5 times because first time I watched it, I'm like, I don't know what I thought just now. I don't know what I just watched. I was a little tired, so I got back up like 4 in the morning, watched the whole fight again. I watched it again. Like I said, Josh Taylor was the reason I gave Josh Taylor the first 3 rounds was because he wasn't letting Teo do what he wanted to do, and he was landing good little left hands, little left uppercuts, countering little shots too. He'll land a little left hook around the corner, straight left hand here and there, little joints. It wasn't super powerful shots, but he was landing them. It was good shots. He was keeping good pressure. I mean, he was boxing a little bit too. Teo looked like to me like he was trying to find his angle and find his way. You know what I mean? Not like he was suffering in there, but he just looked like he was just trying to get his rhythm going, find his way. Now, come the 4th round, Teo started going that body real good with that right hand. You know what I mean? Real solid shots. What I do like about Teofimo Lopez, when he drops shots, they be confident punches. Like he put his all into his punches. Like he not second guessing what he doing. He letting you have it. And I do like that about him. 4, 5, or 6, that's what I felt like he was doing. He was putting on good pressure off of angles, landing good shots, you know what I mean? And he wasn't backing off. He wasn't letting Josh Taylor do what he wanted to do. Now, the 7th round, I felt like Teofimo took off the 7th round purposely. I felt like that because he used his legs more. He tried to be defensive. He didn't get away with every little thing, but he tried his best just to, you know what I mean, keep Josh honest with a little jab, but he'll step back. He was stepping around. He was kind of like baiting Josh in. But then come the 8th round, Teofimo right back on his shit, slide to the body, you know what I mean? Short right hands up top. He landed that little crazy little up jab he got. I mean, he jumped in the air, little shit like that. Clean punches. He was landing clean. What I can say, he was landing clean shots throughout the whole fight. 9, I felt like he beat him up good in the 9th round. He was really letting his shots go. Put a couple combinations together for me. 10th round came, I felt like he did the same thing he did in the 7th. He took the 10th round off purposely. You know what I mean? Some people say in boxing, like when you talking like this about boxing, they like, why would a fighter let another fighter win the round? It's not so much that you letting them win the round. What you're doing is preserving yourself for the next 2 rounds, which would be the championship rounds, 11 and 12. He knew that he had to finish strong. If you paid attention, if you watched Devin Haney and Teofimo, the confusion with that fight was the 11th and 12th round. It was 2 different fights in the 11th and 12th round. What I felt like with Teofimo was, I'm going to take the 10th off, and the 11th and 12th round, I'm going to make sure I win those rounds. And he almost stopped him both rounds, I felt like. He had two opportunities to stop him in the 11th and in the 12th round. He finished the fight great. I mean, he kept his spirit up. What I didn't like about the fight was where Teofimo was commenting at times in interviews saying, I'm gonna kill this guy, stuff like that. I feel like when you talking like that, we in for a fight. He wasn't trying to fight early on. Early on, it was Josh Taylor looking for a fight. And the reason I say that is because Josh Taylor would land something, Teo like, damn, he hit me behind the head. whenever Teofimo would go under, Josh Taylor would sit over top of him and press him down a little bit. He like, damn, he pressing on my neck. He was complaining a lot. But I get it. But at the same time, it's like, dog, you was just talking crazy to this man. Like, you know what I mean? What you think he on? He on bullshit. And you know what I mean? One time Teo sat on the ropes, almost fell through the ropes. Josh Taylor hit him on the end after the ref was like called break or whatever, or time. You know what I'm saying? And some people call that dirty fighting and shit like that. It's a fight. It's not dirty. We fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to take any opportunity I can to get you out of here. That's how I looked at it. But what I did like was Teofimo in the second half, he took over the fight and he closed. He closed really well. And you know what I mean? You can't ask for nothing else. You know what I mean? It was a good fight.
I had it 8 rounds before Teo.
Yeah, I had 7-5.
I felt like the last 2, he kind of poured it on Josh.
Yeah,
that's why I said dominant. Josh didn't make adjustments. And, you know.
I think Josh Taylor was looking for Teofimo to be tired at some point. And it wasn't happening. And all the movement, the up and down. You know, Teo got a weird little rhythm about him. And he do a lot of moving. So I felt like that was bothering Josh Taylor.
He boxes like he's a B-boy. That's what's
exactly.
movement.
All the dancing and shit.
Yeah.
And how old is Teo? 26?
25, 26.
25, 26. All right, so you in there with a man, 31 years old. Josh Taylor ain't been in the ring in a while. He had a little time off.
32.
32.
Yeah.
So you feeling it now because you in there with a young boy. He's shaking and baking, and you don't feel like all that. You just trying to get caught up in the fight. I felt like if Teo did play into Josh Taylor's hands with fighting him, he would have lost. But he played it smart by boxing him and picking his opportunities to jump on him. You know what I mean? He fought the fight smart. I can't be mad at him. It was a good jump.
As far as the scorecards go, they had 115, 113 for 2 of them, and then 117, 111.
Yeah. I feel like the 117, 111 was the lock-in. Like whoever gave it that score was trying to favor Teofimo. I feel like I got a lot of feelings about this fight. Not like Teo didn't win. Teo definitely won the fight. But if you listen to the commentators,
Commentary was biased.
yeah, they was doing Teo jump. Like they was with him every step of the way. If you look at that scorecard, he was with him every step of the way. I just felt like they wanted him to win, which, listen, he got the bigger following. He is the better fighter, obviously. I'm not mad at that. But when the commentators is speaking the way they speaking, it's kind of like you could see it. It's not supposed to be like that. If you scoring a fight, score a fight. There was times in that fight, Josh Taylor was landing shots. They didn't mention it at all. There was times they were showing instant replays and rounds. All they show was Teo getting off.